Right, welcome to this October update video. The main update is that we're going to the Motorhome And Caravan Show 2019 at the NEC, and that starts on the 15th of October and goes on to the 20th of October, Sunday the 20th. And we're going to be going down there this coming Saturday. We're going to stay at a nearby campsite, and Aileen's coming with us, and she's got her stand at the show, and they'll be setting up on the Monday, so they'll be ready for the show. So I might get the chance to get in to the NEC a little bit earlier and just have a quick look round before the show starts. So that might be quite interesting. We'll see how we get on with that. Just really wanted to share with you what my plans are for what we're going to look at whilst we're at the show. Whilst Bob's doing a bit of dog sitting for us, he'll be looking after Poppy. Whilst we're looking around the vans, I've got a list. Jenny's printed out a list for me, and I've made some notes on there at the various sort of vans that we're going to be looking at. And the vans are really a combination of what Practical Motorhome said were worth having a look at, and what we've been asked to look at by subscribers and viewers. And I've got about 50, I think it was 59 vans on this list. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, you'll be glad to know, but I just really wanted to point out some of the highlights and some of the things we'll be looking out for at the show, and indeed what else is sort of going on in and around the show. We're going to Hall 6 first. I think that's a place to start, because in there we've got Rapido and Itinio, so a couple of vans we want to look at there. We've got the Swift area as well, and they've got one of the biggest displays, if not the biggest display. And a few people have asked us to look at the new Swift Edge. There's a couple of vans that people are interested in there, the Edge 494, the Edge 486. Some Escapes to look at, the Escape 604. I want to look at the Contiki Sport, which is the natural successor to this van, and see how things have changed. We've got the Escape 694, the Escape 675, a couple of subscriber requests, and the Select 175, that's their 3-berth panel van. Then we're moving on to Hall 7, and in Hall 7 we've got Adria Roller Team. And Adria's a complicated range. I had to do a little bit of studying on the Adria range, but in there we've got Adria, and we want to have a look at a couple of Corals. One is the Coral XL 600 DP Plus, and we want to look at the 670 SLT. That's a van we're interested in because it's got twin single beds, very similar layout to what we've got at the moment. We keep looking at that Coral van, quite interested in that. We want to look at the Coral Sonic 710 SC Supreme, and that's been asked for by a subscriber. And we want to look at the Matrix Access 520 ST, which is their compact entry-level van, based on a Citroen. Hall 8 has got Auto Sleeper, Auto Trail, Benamar, Chausson, Mobile Vetta and Rymore. So there's a fair bit in Hall 8. On the Auto Sleeper stand we've got the new Fairford Plus, and that's their panel van conversion, and like last year they added a plus to the Symbol van, and this year they've added a plus to the Fairford van, so I want to have a look at that. I've been asked to look at 3 Imala vans. We've got the Auto Trail Adventure 55 and 65, which sound like they're rising roof vans, which will be interesting. And they've also got a new Tribute, a Tribute F72. Benamar have got a van there. They've been asked to look at the Primero range. There's 4 in the range there. Chausson, a couple of Chaussons to look at. The Chausson 778, and that's interesting because it's got a lift up bed that lifts up at the back to reveal a couple of wash basins and some storage underneath. And it looks a really sort of interesting concept. Chausson 520 is their compact van, and we want to have a look at that. Mobile Veta, their Kea P67. That's an award winner, that one, apparently, so we'll have a look at that. We've got the Hymer Evo 77, which has got twin drop down beds, and yeah, twice as much to go wrong, I would say, but there you go. Carthago, I've got the Chic E line, and this is in Hall 9 now. So in Hall 9 we've got Carthago, Hobby, IH, and Niesman Bischoff. So Carthago, they've got the Chic E line integrated 51 QB, so that's their A class one with a queen bed. Hobby are there, they've got the Optima T65 HKM. Where do they get these numbers from? That's a new range apparently, and also they've got a new On Tour range. So we're looking at the On Tour V65 GQ. IH have got a couple of new vans that feature the motorhome coach built type door, so they've done away with the sliding door and they've put in the coach built door. They did do that before, but apparently these are new vans to look at, one with a front lounge and one with a rear lounge. Niesman Bischoff would possibly be the highlight of the tour. They've got their monster Flare 690 LW. It's probably just worth a look at it just for the sheer size of this. It's got rear beds and no garage apparently, but it has got loads of lockers. So 9.2 metres and 7.2 tonnes. It's going to be huge. So in Hall 10 we've got Frankia, Pilote, and we want to look at the Frankia Titan. That's a great name for a motorhome, and a Titan. 8 integrated 840 GDB, and that's aimed at people who want to off-grid in luxury. On a Mercedes they've got the Frankia Neo. Pilote have got three vans we want to look at. The Le Voyager LVX 8.5 HF, that's a 5-ton van. They've got the Pilote 696D, which has apparently got a dressing room in there, so if you need a dressing room, that's the motorhome to look at. A Pilote V600J, and then we'll have a quick trip off to Hall 11 for Devon conversions, and they've got their new Sapphire Mercedes van, so we'll have a look at that. In Hall 12 we've got the Ford Nugget Plus. Now the Nuggets were originally made by Westphalia, and they've been badged now as Fords, so presumably we'll see them through Ford dealerships, which might be quite interesting. So it's a Nugget Plus, and the highlight of the Nugget Plus is a fold out wash basin. On to Hall 17 where we've got Knaus, and a couple of vans we want to look at are actually called Weinsberg. They're made by Knaus. Weinsberg Caracore 650 MF, and that's the first A-class in that budget range, in the Weinsberg budget range. Then we're on to Hall 19 where we've got Bailey and Westphalia. On the Bailey stand we're going to look at the Autograph 69-2, which is a van we quite took our fancy, rear lounge van. The Advance 76-2T, again a sort of a layout we'd be quite interested in because it's twin beds and it's sofas up the front. And the Alliance SE 76-2T, similar sort of layout, but the Alliance SE is an upgraded version of the Bailey Alliance with alloy wheels and solar panel and various other extras, and we'll have a look at that. We've also got the Westphalia James Cook, and that's a Mercedes based van, and it's got a slide out at the back. Into Hall 20 where we've got Burstner, Deflefs, Eldis, Etrusco and Hymer. So to look at in the Burstner range, we've got the Lycio M690 Harmony line, the Lycio TD Harmony line 644, which apparently has got a double floor, and it's a facelifted van. We've got the Defleft's Pulse GT 7051 and the Trend I6757 DBL, which is their A-class one with a drop-down bed that apparently you can drop the bed down. It's one of these ones at the front, but you can still use the lounge, so that's going to be useful if you still want to carry on playing Scrabble while someone's gone to bed. We've got Eldis in there, so we're looking at the AutoQuest 175, the Encore 255, and that's the one with the French bed. We're going to look at the little panel van, the Compass CV60, which apparently is the Motorhome of the year, so that would be good. We're going to have a look at the Etrusco range. You know, if you saw our video from Thirst, we looked at an Etrusco there, and they've got an A-class van there, so it's an I6900 SB for single beds, I guess. A-class with single beds. Finally, we've got the Hymer. A couple of Hymers we particularly want to have a look at, and that's the Hymer Free S600, which is a Mercedes-based one with a fold-up bed. Panel van Mercedes with a fold-up bed. And we've got the Exis T580, which is their new look Exis motorhome. Blimey. Well, that's a fair lot to look at, so please no more requests. We've got plenty to look at. People ask me why I don't look at caravans. I think that's probably why. I haven't got the time. So I'm hoping to look at most of those vans. We actually looked at 49 vans last time we went to the NEC. I'm going to try and get in early to have a look at these when there's no one around. It's normally a lot quieter, and get there. I can get in there before opening. And on Sunday I'm planning to spend some time on Aileen's stand, really so I can be there so people can come and say hello. I know a few people have said it'd be nice to say hello. If you are there Sunday, I'll be on Hall 11, stand 44 with Aileen, trying to confuse people by not knowing how to sell pet supplies, or possibly saying hello to a few people. Either way, you come and say hello, and we'll be glad to see you there. So I think that's it. I think I need a drink of water now. Done a fair bit of talking, and hopefully I've done all this in one take. You never know. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, remember to subscribe, and we'll catch up with you soon.